Hey, good morning, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Rob here for Southwest Florida Television. Today is the first day of fall. And believe it or not, it actually feels like it here in North Naples on Vanderbilt Beach. 74 degrees right now, 74 degrees, a nice little breeze blowing. If you look carefully, you can see the palm trees blowing in the breeze. I am up by the La Playa Beach Hotel. There's the La Playa. Waiting for the sun to rise. Still pretty dark out there in the Gulf, out to the west as I pan around. I'm going to walk up the beach a little further up to the north. Thanks for waking up and tuning in. It's always nice to see you here, have you tagging along with me in the mornings. A little bit later this morning, we'll go up to Del Norwigan's Pass State Park and we'll see our friend Carrie up there again. And Roy will be giving away that pirate lantern. I'll be up in Area 4, up by at the north end of Area 4, up where Roy hangs out there. We'll probably be up there about 8:30. And as I said in that video, the first person that comes up and says, I want that glorious beach pirate lantern is going to get that lantern that I shared with you yesterday. So I'm curious to see if anybody shows up and how early they show up. It'll be fun. Not seeing a whole lot of clouds out here this morning. There was an osprey that kind of flew by there. Yeah, there might be some clouds here. I don't know. It's hard to tell. It's so darn dark. Starting to see some rays over here, some very faint sun rays. If you look close there, you can see the pink and blue. A few pink clouds down there by the La Playa. Thanks for the stars there. Appreciate that. Boy, Roy was a lot of fun yesterday. Roy was a happy camper. He's in a good mood yesterday. And speaking of happy campers, see if we can see him here.
Morning, Rob.
That silhouette over here in the dark, this is Dexter.
I know, it's dark.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to see you up here or not this morning. If I was literally going to be able to see you up here.
I know.
I'd say in another 2 weeks, it'll be dark here when we're out here at this time. Yeah. But boy, what about the first day of fall, huh?
Oh, it's perfect.
It's like,
Yeah,
it's,
I know. No humidity?
yeah, low humidity, a nice breeze, 74 degrees.
Perfect.
It is an absolutely gorgeous day. All we need now are a pod of dolphins out here.
No, I haven't seen anything so far.
None?
None.
I thought you'd have been bringing them down here.
I tried.
Lasso them up and you'd be riding them down here. Not this morning. That's Roy's job.
That's his job, right? His whistle.
Yeah, his whistle. He needs to start bringing that whistle, his dolphin whistle.
Yeah.
That was funny. See, he's down there. I don't know. He said he was cold this morning.
Really?
Yeah. He says he thinks he should have brought a heavier shirt.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. We'll see how he's doing down there.
All right, I'll see him down
Okay.
there.
All right, Dexter. Yep. Have a good one. Yep. Roy's feeling the fall weather. A whopping 74 degrees. I'll tell you what, though, it is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful, the temperature here right now. This is about perfect. About perfect. The water's, at least probably 10 degrees warmer than the air temperature right now. Looking forward to seeing some of you this Saturday morning at the House of Omelets up in North Naples. That's going to be fun. 11:30 this Saturday, upcoming Saturday. You're not going to leave there hungry, trust me. Whatever you order, they give you decent portions there. Of course, omelets are their specialty. Still time to sign up on the event page there. Look for the event page for the brunch at House of Omelets, Naples House of Omelets. Let me know if you're going to be coming. We're seeing a lot of people interested. If you're interested, that's good, but I need to know probably by Thursday, at the end of Thursday, who actually is going, not just interested. Got to make sure we have seats when we get there. There's our look down to the south. Getting some colors now, a little bit of color anyway. soon as that sun comes up, we'll get a look at the water, see what that looks like. Hopefully it's clearing up. Ooh, what do we got down here? Beautiful shell. A beautiful shell here. I'm gonna rinse it off real quick. I picked one of these up yesterday in the water, a live one. And I was like, oh darn it, can't take that home. But guess what? I just found an empty one. A beautiful Venus sunray shell. Beautiful Venus sunray. Both halves. Beautiful shell. These are awesome. I don't know if that's I guess that's a clam, some type of clam. Beautiful pattern on it. Nice one. Just sitting up here on the beach, waiting to jump into my pocket. Good morning. No, I seriously doubt it's the same one. That would be quite a trip from Del Norwiggins all the way down to here. But it's a good thought. This one's a little bigger than that one I picked up yesterday. This one's actually a little bigger. Mario's gonna be at House of Omelets. One of our beach friends, Mario RN. Looking forward to meeting you there. Bring your appetite. Don't forget, we're going to be having a drawing Saturday morning for one of those beach pirate lanterns. Everybody's going to get a ticket. We'll pull the tickets out of the bucket there, out of the hat, and see who wins one of those. I'll show you what that one's going to look like later when I'm up at Del Norwiggins. That's going to be one of the cobalt blue lanterns with the moon shell on it. A photo, moon shell. It's actually going to be the photo of the moon shells, the 3 moon shells on the prayer tree, and it also has a moon shell attached to it. Seagulls are just we're starting to gather here around me. And now I don't know what they're doing here. They're going back and forth. Whoa, an osprey just dove right into the water, right If I would have just stayed there 1 second longer, would have seen an osprey diving into the water. Unbelievable. Wasn't making any noise. You might have heard the splash. Right behind me, just dove in right behind me. There are a lot of fish out here. The water is full. Full of fish now. I'm so surprised that we haven't seen any dolphins. Maybe they're just stuffed. All the seagulls heading down to the south behind me. Just gonna go up here a little bit further before turning around. Just up past that last condo on the right, that's Del Norwigan's Pass State Park. That's where the park begins. Where the condos end. If you're just tuning in, good morning. Thanks for joining us. Welcome to the Southwest Florida Television Beach family. I didn't smell any bacon there this morning. I did not smell any bacon there, Jan. La Playa is the one that they really get that bacon going sometimes in the morning. There's some mornings where you walk by there and it's just incredible. The smells coming out of that kitchen. But nothing this morning. But here we go again, talking about food. What the heck? We all like food. Gotta have food, right? Can't survive without food. Come on, dolphins. Show yourselves this morning. I'm having some serious dolphin withdrawals. It's been a while now since we've seen any dolphins during my morning beach walks. They're out here. Friends are telling me they're seeing them throughout the day here. But they are just not coming out for us in the morning. They're sleeping in. Maybe if I brought some fresh donuts out here for them. Maybe that would get Roy blowing his whistle and have some fresh donuts waiting for them. Maybe donuts full of sardines. Yum. Well, I'm gonna have to hang a U-turn here. Start heading back, but a little later this morning, I'll be live again up here, right up here at Del Norwegians Pass State Park, up by those trees. That's where we will be. But stick around, I'm not going anywhere here yet. Just walking back down the beach. Somebody shared a post yesterday on Facebook. I don't know if it was a joke, but it was chocolate covered Lay's potato chips. Chocolate covered potato chips. That doesn't sound too bad, does it? I don't know if it was a joke. Sometimes I have a hard time scrolling through, looking at everything posted on Facebook. There's some real nonsense on there. So much BS. So much stuff that's just so untrue now. It's ridiculous. Just constant bickering and lies. Kind of makes it hard to go on Facebook, any social media. That's why we got these beach walks. To get you away from that stuff in the morning. Put you in a happy place. Get your day started on the right foot. Spend some time with your friends, and if all goes well, the whole idea is to make new friends here. Make some new friends in the morning. Oh, Taco Tuesday, the first day of fall. Happens to be on a Taco Tuesday. Who goes for tacos on Tuesdays? Is anybody a fan of tacos? It seems that we wind up having tacos for dinner on Tuesdays, probably twice a month, at least twice a month. Tacos and margaritas. Yahoo! My friend Angelo, you guys have met Angelo here on occasions. Him and I kind of pal around town. He's kind of my partner in crime. Well, one of my partners in crime. Tuesdays, a lot of Tuesday afternoons, we'll run over to get our tacos and 2-for-1 margaritas over at Tacos and Tequila up here in North Naples. Tacos and Tequila in the Pavilion Shopping Center. Anchovies. I just saw somebody said anchovies. You know, those are a funny little thing. Most people don't like them. But guess what? I love them. Morning. I love anchovies. My wife can't stand them. Most people can't stand them. So if we get a pizza, I can't get them cooked on the pizza. I have to always get them on the side. But nothing like a really good antipasta salad with anchovies. I love those little devils. Sardines too. Love sardines. Gosh, my dad got me eating all that stuff when I was probably 6 years old. Don't say you don't like it unless you try it. Who's ever heard that one before? You can't say you don't like it until you've tried it. Then if I tried it, I didn't want to tell them I didn't like it. The sardines, it kind of took a little getting used to. Did any of you, when you were kids, get something you didn't like for dinner and your parents threatened you that that was the last meal you were going to get until you cleaned your plate? Or did they ever serve it to you for breakfast the next morning because you didn't eat it at dinner time? Back in the good old days when there were consequences for your bad choices, now you get rewarded for bad choices. You get encouraged to make bad choices. What a screwy, screwy world. Isn't that a fact? Just be happy that we had something to eat. I did not come from a wealthy family. My parents, my mother, I'll tell you what, my mother could squeeze a dime so hard she'd get 3 nickels out of it. She was awesome. She was awesome. My mother and my dad, they never really splurged on anything. I never went without. Always had, they tried to make sure that I would have, if there was trendy clothes going, bell bottoms, whatever, flares, whatever the trend was back in those days, that I would be able to dress accordingly. Always had a hot meal, 3 meals a day, and something for dessert with dinner. But they just made sure I never went without. Never went without, even if it meant them sacrificing something. God bless them. You never really realize what your parents do for you until usually they're gone. That's sad. So sad. But I think that's just human nature. And you tell people, oh, appreciate them while they're here. Appreciate them while you're here. You know, it's easy to say that. It's easy to say that. Advice is very easy to give, especially free advice. Just thinking about my parents. My mom and dad. Oop, there goes an osprey right there. An osprey carrying something. Carrying something there. My mom and dad, they both passed away on the same day. Of natural causes. Natural causes. That was, they told me all my life, you know, that they were here for each other. That's what, they were on this planet for each other. Very, very Christian. Very Christian. Believed in God. Always went to church. All the church functions. But as time went on, I moved over here to Naples, and I wound up renting a house for them over here in Naples, not too far from where I live, to try to be closer to them. And Gail was over there all the time, taking care of them, and it just got to be too much. Wound up putting them in back then we'd call it a nursing home. They were in that facility for about 4 months before they passed away. But my dad passed away in the morning, and my mom passed away about 10 hours later that day. And the whole place, the whole facility, they had never had anything like that happen. They couldn't even tell me on the phone. The woman, when she called to tell me that my mom died later that day, she couldn't even talk to me on the phone. I'm like, I know what happened. You don't have to tell me. I know. My parents said they were here for each other. And it didn't surprise me. It didn't, I mean, it was sad. I was sad, but I was happy for them too. I mean, that's what they wanted. And the whole irony of the thing was at midnight that night, it was going to be their 40th. It was their 40th wedding anniversary. So they got to spend it together.
Well, I mean, that's fine, you know, to have that family.
They got to spend their 40th wedding anniversary together in heaven. They got their wish. So anyway, I've shared that story a couple times, but we're just talking about things we did as kids and our parents. And what are some of the fun things that you remember about your parents? Any really fun vacations, or did your mom or dad ever do like little secret things like, hey, my dad used to say, don't let your mom know I did this. Don't let your mom know I gave you this. And the same with my mom. Don't let your dad know I gave you this. And how many of you said the notorious line, I'm never going to treat my kids this way? How many of you said that when you were growing up? Well, I'm never going to treat my kids this way. And guess what? Stop back and think and say, whoops. You definitely turn into your parents. No matter what you do, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. You're gonna turn into your parents. Most of us. Remember when, back in the old days, when you actually would get a spanking? Remember the old days when you got a spanking? When you did something bad? And I gave my kids a few spankings. Not beatings, spankings. But I remember when I was giving my daughter a spanking, just almost a pat on the butt. It's more of the psychological thing, I think, about the spanking. It's really not the actual spanking, but it's the fear of getting that spanking. But I remember thinking, your parents saying, this is going to hurt me a lot more than it's going to hurt you. Yeah, well, it's true. It really does hurt you to have to discipline your kids. But it is a necessary evil. It's not an evil. It's just necessary. And it needs to be done again and more often. There's some 30 and 40-year-olds that need a spanking. A lot of them right now. That's the truth, Anna. It was the fear. Just knowing that you could get a spanking. I mean, that was the fear. I mean, I would dread, 5:15 when my dad was getting home. If I had done something bad throughout the day, sometimes my mom wouldn't say a word. She wouldn't say a word, and I'd think I got off scot-free. And then my dad comes home and I hear a yell out the window, "Robb, get in the house." She did know what, she did catch me. Dad's home. Oh, that's when I wanted to run away. And then the boys, especially the boys, they get rebellious. They get older and rebellious. And then a lot of us would think we could take on our father and fight back. Ooh, I never forget the time I did that. I was at my sister's house up in New York. We went round and round all over her house, knocking furniture over. Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. I was an angel. There was a reason my grandma called me Dennis the Menace. Oh, I did not smell any bacon. I did not smell any bacon coming out of the La Playa this morning. There's the La Playa Hotel over here on the right. Like I said earlier, some mornings I walk by there and the smells coming out of that kitchen, my stomach starts growling. I never eat when I get up. I get up, I don't know, between 4:30 and 5, and get on the computer and start looking at Facebook and looking at my messages, looking at my emails, checking the YouTube channel, making sure nobody did anything bad on my YouTube channel. And I never wind up eating, or I don't even drink any coffee in the morning before I come out to the beach. You know what happens and when you get older and you drink a lot of coffee. You know what it makes you do. I figure, I don't need to be making pit stops out here on the beach. So by the time I get home and eat, you know, it's 10:15, 10:30, 11 o'clock. So when I walk by this La Playa and all those smells are coming out of that kitchen, it's torture sometimes. Look what I just picked up here. Look what I just picked up. Lately I've been picking up feathers instead of shells. Beautiful little feather there. Any guesses as to what bird that might have come off of? We've a very, very popular bird here on the beach. We see them all the time here. They look like big sandpipers. But look at the brown. Look at the brown colorings and the stripes in it. What do you think that feather might have come from? It's not one of those. Those are seagulls. There's a great blue heron. There's a great blue heron flying up the beach. It's not a great blue heron. Good guess, Connie, but nope, not an osprey. Tern, nope. Not a tern. I'm gonna give the answer away here. I'm not gonna tell you, but there's one right up here. There's one right there. Walking along the beach. No, look at the color. I can't, I'm zoomed in, it's brown. It's one of those guys right there, sticking his butt up. It's running away from me. Who knows what kind of bird that is? We see them all the time. There you go. Jan got it. The willet bird. The willet bird. Man, he's running up the beach. Hard keeping up with him. Jan got it. The willet. Feather from the willet. That'll go into my little feather collection. So I got a nice Venus sunray this morning, the seashell. You know, part of the problem here on Vanderbilt for shelling is they got that, you've been hearing that tractor going by with that big rake. The shells get raked up and all strewn around sometimes and buried when that thing makes a pass close to the water. But here's that Venus sunrise, whatever shell that I found this morning. The whole deal. the whole deal. That's a nice one. Beautiful patterns on these. Absolutely gorgeous patterns. Not much to see on the inside. Pearly white color on the inside, but beautiful on the outside. Good morning. Well, if you enjoy our time together here in the mornings, if you appreciate what I do, you can. One way to show your appreciation here is by sending some stars. Send some stars to let me know you like what I'm doing here. Let others know that you like what I'm doing. Charlie, good morning. Those of you that are regular monthly supporters of Southwest Florida Television, thank you. Thank you for making that decision and commitment. I appreciate that. Thanks, Mary. Your friendship and your financial support are what keep me going here, keep Southwest Florida Television going. Both very important. I need the both of them. Anna, thank you. There's the rake, the old John Deere. There's two white ibises here. Well, one white ibis. There were two. Now there's none. Here's no white ibises. Oh, all the little snowy egrets up here flying around. The fisherman out here with his cast net getting some bait. All the little snowy egrets trying to get a free meal. The breakfast buffet. All of them. Ah. Where's it at? Oh, this one? Nothing like blocking the beach with your fishing lines. Hey, good morning. Yeah, I gotta say, that's pretty damn rude right there. I don't mind fishermen, but I mean, you get your lines up up in the middle of the beach, blocking the beach. And technically, I don't know if you've ever been here to this beach, but where I'm standing right now, you're not supposed to be walking on this beach up here. Kind of a silly law that they passed here. We're supposed to pay for the maintenance of the beaches, but we're not allowed to use the beaches. We can only walk along the beach close to the water. Very, very, very foolish. But yet we have to pay for the cleaning of the beach and all that. That's one thing that's, I don't like talking about politics, but that just really ticks me off. Daddy-o, Mr. Roy is... Where is he? Yep, he's making his way up to the car. He said he was cold this morning. Cold this morning. It was 74 when we hit the beach. A little breezy. I think it's warmed up a little bit. But it is gorgeous out here. No, the parking lots to the beach aren't closed. There's parking. Right now, parking's not an issue. Parking is really not an issue. Weekends, it's busier. Weekends, it gets busier, but right now, there's really no parking issues. Not many people here. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with our seasonal residents and visitors, our winter guests, if we actually have a season. Here comes the man of the hour. Anything? Nothing. No dolphins. I don't get it.
No man. Lots of birds today.
Lots of birds, yeah. Well, tons of fish out here jumping and
See a lot of fish.
yeah. I was pointing the camera at the water, watching the seagulls, and I turn like this with the camera. I pan over to the right.
Yeah.
And as soon as I moved the camera, an osprey dove right in where I had the camera.
Saw one too.
Where I had the camera pointing just before I moved it.
Is that right?
I mean, like 1 second after I moved the camera, the osprey dove into the water.
Yeah,
I was like,
the same one dove in right by me.
yeah. I mean, I was watching the seagulls. All of a sudden, the seagulls were coming around. So, obviously there was some fish there.
Yeah.
So I was looking at the seagulls, and then I hear
Yep.
Yep.
I know. They're making noise.
I almost had one hit me in the head one day. It freaked.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it came right over my head. I was walking in the water, and it just came bam next to me. Yeah, I was actually looking at the fish, and I'm like,
Wow.
I saw a video on, I don't know if it's YouTube or Facebook, of an osprey. They had an underwater camera, and they just happened to, I don't know if they penned in a fish or something, to keep the fish swimming in a certain area, but it just shows the osprey. It's in real slow motion. You see the claws come in, and underwater, grab the fish and pull it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah,
I'm sure there was some Hollywood magic in getting that shot.
yeah.
But could have been a trained osprey. I don't know. I don't think it was a mechanical osprey. All right.
That poor boy, he's heading to the car.
Yeah. Was he cold?
Yeah, he's cold.
He's cold. He probably won't want to go swimming today.
Yeah.
That's good.
A little chilly.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
calm enough you could probably go out today.
when you get out, it's cold. I mean, when you get in, it's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little on the cool side.
Yeah, the water's still like 85 degrees.
85 was that the temperature? I was wondering. Figured it's about 10 degrees warmer still.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. All right. Well, enjoy the rest of your walk.
See you tomorrow.
We'll probably beat you over the bridge. We'll see.
Probably, yeah.
All right. Our friend Dexter, he did not see any dolphins. Darn it. Don't know where our dolphin friends are. We have not seen them lately. But I'll be getting Roy into the car and heading up to Del Norwiggins for another live feed, so hopefully I'll see you again this morning. Yeah, 85. That water's, when it gets a little bit cooler, it is absolutely beautiful. Roy's up there slowly making his way back to the car. See if you can see it. See if you can pick him out up there. Pretty easy to find Roy. Yep, Dexter. Connie and Dexter will be at the House of Omelets. Two of our beach friends. I hope to see some of you there with us. Looking forward to that. Trucking along, Mr. Roy. Well, getting close to the end of my walk here. It was fun this morning. It was fun. It's always fun. Beautiful, peaceful. Vanderbilt Beach in North Naples, Florida. I think absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous Tuesday morning. Hey, when you see, go through and check out my photos, my videos. Take your time going through there. When you find something you like, please hit the like and share. Like and share both. Help spread the word about Southwest Florida television. Spread the word and share the love. Bringing people together one beach walk at a time. That is my mission, to bring everyone together in the morning. And also share this beautiful little piece of the world I call home, this little piece of paradise with you. I will be going live again in, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes or so here. Make sure you're all set up to get notifications when I go live. You get that little ping on your phone, your mobile device. Hey, thanks for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. For Southwest Florida Television, I'm Robb Stan. God bless.